Hi everyone. Right, basically it's quite late at night, but do you know what? I'm going through my insomniac stage. Don't like it, but it's just how it is. So anyway, just quickly to update you, not quickly, but to update you on Eugene Lukjanenko. There was doubt last week that this was realistic, that he was, still sort of what appeared on the outside to be fighting fit, calling people, demanding stuff, whatever. But the facts are very different actually. And there was a video last week by a man, a supporter of Eugene, someone that's been there the whole time actually, extremely good friend of Eugene's, and they obviously had seen facts, because there are facts out there about hunger strike which all point in a different direction to what we were seeing, but I'm impartial about that. But obviously, everyone's got an opinion and everyone's entitled to that. However, Eugene has had a visit today. He's extremely unwell. He's stopped or halted the hunger strike at this point. He says that the council are now working with him in a way that he will accept, and he will get to see his son. He wants to feel or look and just everything just be generally better before that happens. But he has said that if this wasn't true, this was fabricated by the council or whoever said this to him, that he will go back on hunger strike, and in fact it will be a dry strike. And from what I've heard, Eugene cannot put himself through that physically. His body just won't take it. So let's just hope the council stand behind what they've said, or what we've heard they've said, and do the right thing. That's all I can say. I will just say though, the judgment come out after an absolutely ridiculous time, but not always that ridiculous. It takes a while sometimes in quite a lot of cases actually for the judgment to appear. I just thought it would have been a bit quicker due to the imprisonment of Eugene, and bearing the facts in mind that the appeal needs to be heard sooner when the sentence is shorter. So yeah, right. So that's come out. My name is on it, and not as the respondent this time, or the claimant, but actually as a Mackenzie friend. So, but however, when I read down the judgment, it was just a strange one, very strange. It had like a conversation at the end that was actually happening between the recorder, the judge, the supporters of Eugene, and literally it says that I said one word: gagged. Now, I was there, and definitely a longer judgment than that. But anyhow, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I would like it made quite clear that gagged is not the only thing I said that day. Okay, all right. Yeah. So moving onwards. Anybody in support of Eugene, please drop him a line. He's at Elmley Prison. If you could, private message me, or if you want to private message me and ask the address, etc., I will pass it forward to you, his prison number and things. He needs as much support as possible, really, just to aid his recovery. I am aware that he's on an intense nourishment diet now. He can't go straight back onto staple foods, but the prison are actually being extraordinarily very good, and they're working very closely with Mr. Lukjanenko and the healthcare service. So I have all the faith in the world that if everything goes to plan, this will be fine. Eugene will be fine. All we can do is hope. That's all we can do. But sometimes it's hard to please some people, and it's difficult for people to understand why this is them, why it's happening to them. And I understand that fully. I don't understand still. I just don't get it. I don't get why this has happened to me. I will never get it. Anyway, let's move on. Right, my nephew Bailey went missing. That's why I haven't been around for a bit. We trawled the streets literally for 6 nights. Found him in London, Tower Hill, London. Eventually, in the early hours of Saturday morning, it was traumatic. It was everything that you don't want to be going through. It's literally just taken my guts out and span them around the blooming washing machine. It feels like I don't feel normal still from it. It has done me, because the feelings, the stress, I don't even walk anywhere usually. I just drive. And also all the walking, obviously that's, you do that. I'd walk to the ends of the earth for my children, but it's just, it all emotionally, physically, mentally takes it out of you, believe me. And the worry, it's just the worry, purely the worry that mentally does you in the end. So I'm exhausted still. I'm a bit better now, but I'd like to say thank you to everybody that joined in with sharing Bailey's missing posts and looking for Bailey, even though we was directed in the wrong way because of Essex police. Well done. Basically, he told us he'd gone to London from Southend on Friday evening, to then say, well, actually, sorry, we got that wrong. So we're therefore looking in Southend for days on end, with the police knowing that damn well they've got access, or can get access to a CCTV on the train station or on the train, and we'd find out exactly if Bailey went that way or not, but they didn't. So we went and we've done a speech at BBC Radio Essex. They were great, thank you very much for that morning. We searched and trawled the streets, and then eventually, because all the media was based in Essex, nothing was really getting out anywhere else, except obviously on Facebook and stuff to people you know. But it was sort of based in Essex basically. We was looking in the wrong place. So, but thank you. A very special young man, Colby, helped very, very much. Donna, Serena, with helping with looking after the children. My sister, her boyfriend, my daughter Jaylee, and many, many others basically joined in to find Bailey. And eventually, in the end, he got found by somebody that we didn't know, or he didn't know, who luckily noticed who he was from obviously some publicity. Was getting a kebab and actually got into a banter situation with Bailey, and said, "Oh, you're funny, I want to take a photo of you." Done that, bang, we knew where he was. Still took me 24 hours to find him there, but we did, and he's home. And that's all that matters now. And obviously getting things sorted out. I spoke to social services. They've been here again, and their opinion of me is fabulous. Just absolutely fabulous. Everything's great. Just winds me up. It wasn't so many years ago you were stealing my child, was it now? Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm not going down that route, because it's just not worth it. It is not worth it. You lot are not worth it. Okay? As long as, Bailey gets sorted out at some point very, very soon, because it's just you lot, you seem to be going on about mental health of teenagers, but what's going on in this world? Because nothing seems to be getting sorted. It's getting worse. Please just listen to that. He's run away 6 times. 6 times, and you're still refusing to get him a taxi to his unit where he has to go. You'd rather give him a bus pass to travel Essex. Well, that's fantastic. But, please don't look in the direction of the homeless people like you suggested to be handing out warnings to when Bailey come back. Look at yourself in the mirror, because it's blatantly obvious to me. Give a child like that a bus pass who wants to wander, they're going to wander. Well done. Right. Sorry, I'm just like going off on one better things here. Right. Yeah, also, I got to see my brother last week, which was absolutely amazing. That wouldn't have happened, I don't think, anyway, if Bailey hadn't gone missing. My brother come down from Bristol to help look, but Bailey had been found by then, so I spent the evening with my brother, and it was absolutely amazing. Just and it was his birthday this week, so happy birthday, James, for the week just gone. And thank you. You were. It was a lovely night, and I really needed it. And I'm amazed. My brother is actually me, but a man. um, Eminem is in concert this July, and I've inside scoop that there's tickets available to me. So that is something I'm really looking forward to. Thank you. Yeah, something that has really peeved me off actually this week is somebody that I know well. I know the insides and outs of their case, and I know exactly what the situations and allegations or non-allegations or whatever the situation is. I know it. I've seen it. I've read it. I've got it. Right. So then, what I'm just about to say is I've seen this a few times on these social media pages for social services, etc. Is people saying that parents are paedophiles. That's not okay. Okay, because let me tell you something, right? To be labelled a paedophile has got to be one of the worst things you can imagine. If I was ever labelled that, I'd go mental, falsely labelled it, you know. Obviously I'm not one, but I'm saying if I ever got labelled that even, or it's said to me, I probably would completely go schizophrenic actually, because it's the one thing I can't stand. You know, it's my hate. Paedophiles, it's just gross, right? So why people think it's okay to throw that word around, you know, put that sort of doubt in people's minds about someone when it's actually, it couldn't be further from the truth. I find that a bit difficult to swallow. So I can't mention names, I can't do anything, but there's 2 or 3 people I've seen on Facebook, etc., that have, you know, had that thrown at them when I know their case and that's not the case. And then there's somebody that you know, have absolute in-depth knowledge of everything to do with them and their children, and this person saying that, going into their work, accusing them, like, you know, it's hatred, it's pure hatred, and it's just the worst thing. Please, don't go throwing the word paedophile around, or the word, you know, any words like that. It's just not acceptable. And, you know, and I just think people need to get a little bit more respect. A bit more respect, because I cannot believe what I've heard in that respect, you know. I just like the person that I'm talking about, who knows who I'm talking about, to know that I'm here for you. I know the truth. So, not that, you know, I mean, the police have looked at it and said, throw that out, that's just hate, you know, that's hate, it's a hate crime, basically, what they're saying, because it's totally untrue. So, yeah, I just would like to put it out there to people, don't be throwing words like that around. It's not big, it's not clever. It's actually, I think you should actually be done for it, you know, because that's a serious allegation when it's not true. Right? But what is true is the little girl called Poppi Worthington getting murdered by her father. Now, what is this country doing to step up and make sure that this man gets brought to... Well, there is justice for Poppi. There is no justice for Poppi right now. Poppi was a little 13-month-old girl. This is absolutely disgusting. I don't understand why we're not out on the streets marching, protesting this man's not going to prison. Why is he not going to prison? What is happening here? Right? There is, you know, people that are in prison for saying their child's name. There is, you know, it's sort of like all ends of the scale. There's been talk about the council tax imprisonments. I don't think they're happening now, but there was talk about them in the magazine I was reading. There's all sorts of reasons people are in prison, yet this man has actually physically, sexually harmed his baby, and she's died as a result. Yet he's walking free. What the fuck is going on? Excuse my French, I don't swear. But that has angered me to the core. You know, the police, their lack of evidence, their lack of looking at, picking up evidence, etc., etc. It's a baby. A little baby. You failed miserably again. This whole system failed again. Failed Poppi. You know, I don't think that people of the UK should be sitting there and taking this on the chin. It's not okay. We need justice for this little girl at least. That man needs to be locked away. You know, it's not right. So, you know, I'd like to hear from people that would like to come together with me and have a national outcry about this disgusting behaviour, because this man is a murderer, a child sex offender murderer. So, you know, fact that we just don't care that he's been let off is not good enough. Yeah, that's it really, I think, for my rant and rave. I'm not trying to rant and rave anyway. I just, just need to get it out there that sometimes things just stress me out. And Poppi Worthington is definitely one of them. Please, please contact me, inbox me or something. Just like to say thank you to Julie, Tim, John and Daniel and Matt and everybody else involved on my side of things to do with Mr. Lukjanenko. And I think we've formed a really good network, to inform each other of everything, step-by-step situation. So I think it's a good thing, and I think it's something that Eugene's going to need when he comes out as well. He needs every friend he's got, to help him understand things, as well as to, go forward, motivate himself, etc., etc., for his son, which is, it's amazing. It's amazing, really. If the council have really agreed to let him see his son, it's an amazing thing. So let's I don't know, let's cuddle that, let's sort of like grasp that and help him. Okay, that end bit was a bit, all over the place, and we're really sorry. Like I say, it's late, it's like 2:52 in the morning because I'm just wide awake, and then tomorrow I feel like poo all day. Anyway, I am actually rambling now, I'm going to stop. Yeah, right, okay. Right, okay then. I don't know why I keep opening my mouth wide either. I just thought I'd explain my behaviour, okay. Alright then, thank you. So that's your update. The most recent, freshest stuff in regards to Mr. Lukjanenko and my personal rants. Okay, contact me, like I say, if you want to join me about Poppi Worthington, because I'm absolutely disgraced, disgusted, upset, hurt, distraught for this little girl. Obviously she died a couple of years ago, but it's irrelevant. This man's walking the earth. He probably will change his name himself. He'll probably get another wife and another child, and it could happen again. So let's do something. Let's make sure this doesn't happen again. Please, let's just come together and do that. Thank you. Bye.